Ruining a school record just before my senior year of high school, my father moved me to Louisiana. There, I had an encounter with the principal, who wouldn't take one of my credits from my old school because their classes were different. He also accused me of lying about getting a water from the vending machine, which was for a teacher and wasn't breaking any school rules. I posted about this story in another post, and a few people asked about my other encounters I mentioned. It's on my profile if you're interested. So, this might be considered part 2. Late in the school year I was really not liking this school much, due to previous encounters, missing all my friends, disliking humidity, and many more reasons. I found out for graduation they charge $240 for cap and gown, and to walk at graduation. My dad offered to pay, but it seemed terribly expensive and I didn't want to do it on principle. This was in 2001, to put that in perspective. Also, no outside pictures. You had to buy their pictures for $40, which they would snap if you paid. This is before cell phones with cameras were common, in the dinosaur days. So, I decided not to pay, and not to go. Later that month, April, I get called to the principal's office. I am one of 10 kids called, and we already don't like each other from past instances. He tells us it's because we haven't paid for graduation. I was one of the last kids in the line of seniors he was talking to. Everyone else either had the check and just hadn't turned it in, or were getting the money because their family was low income. When the principal gets to me, I tell him I am not going and I don't intend to pay. His response was to say that I had to go. I again told him I wasn't paying and it was crazy expensive. He tells me that no kid has ever not walked for graduation in his school. It's a school record. I don't know if it was true, but I believe it because it was something kids were proud of in this town. Not me, since I disliked him in the school. I tell him I will walk if he gives me the cap and gown for free. He says he's not going to do that because then other kids would want it. Well, I'm not going then, and he can't make me give him the money, so stalemate. The other students are mortified because everyone is afraid of this jerk. I have straight A's because the classes are so easy in this school and most are reteaching stuff I learned 10th and 11th grade in California. So, I get kicked out of his office. The principal called my father about this, and I told my dad he could just say since I didn't go to the school for all 3 years 1012 in this school and my credits aren't all valid, I guess I am not a real student so it won't ruin their record. My dad is kind of petty too, so he said something like that. No one else called us again about it. Graduation comes and goes without me there. The petty revenge comes in when they have to mail me my diploma because I didn't go. Which I made them do and called the school till I got it. According to the principal, it was first time they ever had to do that. Sadly, it's not even my last encounter in that school. That's another story for another day though. Inert username says, that's how you know a principal's heart is in the right place, when he puts his priorities above a graduating student at his school. Lopsided bench 1347 says, 240 for a maybe 10 one-time UCG? Someone is getting a serious kickback. Xbox Gamer 2122 says, I'm surprised that you were the first. I would think others could hold out. Good job. Thanks for watching, I love you. Follow Reddit Echoes for more.